Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video, we are going to understand how to send email in even calendar weeks. So here let's assume that I have a supermart and I want to send offers to my customers on every even week. So in a Google Sheet, I maintain the details of my customers, and to those customers, I want to send an email every even week about the upcoming offers. So now to do this, I need to build a connection between these applications, for which I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to understand how to send email in even calendar weeks. So here let's assume that I have a supermart and I want to send offers to my customers on a specific day of every even week. So in a Google Sheet, I maintain the details of my customers, and now I wish to send them offers on a specific day on every even week by sending them an email. So now to automate this entire process, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. And as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. So this here is the all applications page by Pabbly Connect. So here I will go to access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as send email in even calendar weeks, and on my left hand side you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Google Sheets to Gmail, because this is an automation between Google Sheets and Gmail. Here I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow, you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to send email in even calendar weeks to my customers. So moving back to Pabbly Connect. So now going to my trigger window, as I want to send an email to my customers on a specific day of every even week. So here I'm going to use schedule by Pabbly. So now here by using schedule by Pabbly, I will select that how often I want to run this workflow. So here let's say that will be days of the week and the day will be Monday. So here I've selected the day as Monday and the time will be 10 a.m. So here I'm selecting this as the time. So as over here I've selected the day, that is Monday, but now I also want to get the current date, that is today's date. So here to get that date, I'm going to use datetime formatter by Pabbly. So datetime formatter by Pabbly will help me to get the current date. Here I'm going to click on connect. And now I'm going to change the basic format to MMDDYY. I'm going to click on save and send test request. So this here is the current date, that is 10th of February. So over here by using datetime formatter by Pabbly, I have got the current date, and I've also made sure that I want to send an email to my customers on every Monday at 10 a.m. So now as I've got the current date, that is of today, I want to make sure that whether this week is even or not. So here I'm going to use number formatter by Pabbly to get that. So by using number formatter by Pabbly, I'm going to use a spreadsheet formula. So by using a spreadsheet formula, I'm going to get the week detail, whether it is an even one or the odd one. So over here in this formula field, I need to mention the formula. You can check the full list over here from this hyperlink as well. So here you can see that these are the formulas that are supported. So as I want to know about the week, like whether it is the first week, second week, third week or the fourth week, and I also want to know that whether this week is even or not. So I'm going to use this formula along with another one. So here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to mention the formula as. So here this is the formula. So by using is even, I'm going to get that whether this week is even or not. And by using this formula, I'm going to get the week number. So firstly, to do that, here I'm going to map the current date, that is the date of today. And after I've mentioned this date in the formula, so I've mapped this date from the response which I've received from datetime formatter. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous steps. So as I've mapped the date, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have got the response, and here the result is 1. So 1 means even and 0 means odd. So as I've got the detail of the week, that this week is an even week. So as over here, I've got the week details. So over here, 0 means odd, 1 means even. So that means this is an even week. So as I want to set up this automation for an even week, so over here I'm going to click on this add action step. And here in this action window, I'm going to use filter by Pabbly. So by using filter by Pabbly, I'm specifying a condition, that is, this workflow should only run in that case when the week is even. So I'm going to specify this condition. So here I'm going to select the label type as 1. So here the filter type will be equal to and the value will be 1. So as 1 means even, so here I've selected the label as 1, filter type is equal to, value as 1. Here I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that it says success condition is true. So that means this automation is going to run only for even weeks. Now moving ahead. So as I've added the details of my customers in a Google Sheet, so here I'm going to use Google Sheets to get the customer data. So now in order to retrieve the customer data, I'm going to use the action event as get rows, and here I'm going to click on connect. And now in order to add a new connection, you just have to sign in with your Google account, or you can simply go with the existing connection. So I have the existing connection, I'm going with the same. And this here is the Google Sheet that I've created by the name of customers details Gmail. Here is the name and here is the email. So to these customers, I want to send an email. Now in order to do that, here as the name of this Google Sheet is customers details Gmail, it consists only of 2 columns and of 1 sheet. So here I'm going to search for my spreadsheet that is by the name of customer details Gmail. Here it is. And after mentioning the spreadsheet, here you can see that it has mentioned the selected sheet automatically as 1. So as I want to get the data over here, I need to mention the range. So here you can see that it is starting from A2 till B91. So here it ends. So in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to mention the same. So it will be A2 is to B91. So here I've mentioned the range and I'm going to click on save and send test request. But before doing that, I'm going to get the response in advanced format. So here you can see that I have received a response and here is the response in this field. So now as I've got the response in an array format, now to process the arrays, I'm going to use iterator by Pabbly. So iterator by Pabbly will help me to process the arrays, and here I'm going to click on connect. And it has automatically selected the array, and here I'm going to click on save and send test request. And you can see that I have received the response in a proper key and value manner. Here is the name of the customer and here is the email and here is the row index. So as I've processed the arrays, over here I've got the response in a key value manner. So over here now I want to send an email to my customers. So in order to send an email, I'm going to use Gmail over here. And the action event will be to send email. And now I'm going to click on connect to establish a connection between Gmail and Pabbly Connect. So to add a new connection, you just have to sign in with your Gmail account. But I'm going with the existing connection because I've already signed into my Gmail account. So now moving to these details. So here to mention the recipient address, I'm going to use a method that is called as mapping. So as mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as I've received the response from Google Sheets, so here I've mapped it. Now moving to the sender name. So here I'm keeping the sender name as Biggie's Supermart. And now moving to the email subject and the email content. So here I'm going to frame it. So here I framed the email subject and the email content. So the email subject is even week deals for. So here after for, I want to mention the name of the customer. I have mapped it. And here is the email content. It goes as, dear, enjoy best offers, grab groceries on the best price, visit your nearest store, regards Biggie's Supermart. So here again from the response received after dear, I want to mention the name of the customer and I've mapped it. So as you can see that I have mapped the details in these fields. So this method of mapping is important so that every time you are going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, then this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as I've mapped the details, here I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received a response and this here is a positive one. That means an email would have been sent to the customer. So here you can see that this is an email that has been sent. It goes as dear demo customer. So here is the name of the customer, here's the body content, and here is the regards. That means an email has been successfully sent. So as I was setting up this automation, that's why the email has been sent. But when this workflow is going to run in real time, then an email will be sent to the customer every Monday at 10 a.m. on every even calendar week. So this automation is a successful one. If you really like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.